Because in the Quran, chapter 6, verses 151 says, "Take not life which God has made sacred, except by way of justice and law. Thus does He command you that you may learn wisdom." Holy Quran, chapter 6, verse 151.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Brother reaction na naman, Masya Allah, alhamdulillah, umabot tayo sa oras na ganito. Gulat ba kayo? Nagulat kayo sa intro natin, ano? Si Pastor Apollo C. QUIBOLOY, yung nagsabi ng lindol stock daw, dati. Ngayon, nagustuhan ko lang. Eto, may video kasi ako nakita sa kanya na ang binibigkas niya o sinasabi niya sa programa ay ang laman ng Quran, na which is, yun yung holy book ng mga Muslim, na yun yung salita ng Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Ngayon, pinapaliwanag niya sa mga tao kung anong ibig sabihin ng laman, ano ang laman ng Quran. Alhamdulillah, subhanallah. Ito, panoorin natin na tayo mag-react kung anong masasabi natin. Ito.
Thank you, Senator Robin Padilla, because I've read.
So, ibig sabihin pala, kaya niya na ipalabas sa programa niya ang laman ng Quran kasi ito pala, pinapabasa sa kanya ni Senator Robin Padilla, which is si Brother Abdul Aziz. Abdul Aziz yan, si Brother Robin Hood Abdul Aziz.
Last night I've read the Quran so much, and these are what I have learned from the Quran. I lifted them up from the Quran, from the glorious Holy Quran. And this is what I've learned from them. It says here, killing of innocent people has no place in Islam. Listen.
Tama. Killing innocent people has no places in Islam. Ikaw pa naman, papatay ka ng inosenteng mga tao. Bawal yan.
Murder is strictly forbidden in the Quran.
Yes, tama. Murder is forbidden, strictly forbidden. Talagang ipinagbabawal ng Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Because in the Quran, chapter 6, verses 151 says, "Take not life which God has made sacred, except by way of justice and law. Thus does He command you that you may learn wisdom."
Yes.
Holy Quran, chapter 6, verse 151. And in the Hadith,
Masya Allah, no? Kahit pa paano yung dawa ng dahil kay Senator Robin Padilla, umabot yung dawa sa grupo ni Pastor Apollo C. QUIBOLOY. Sa dami ng taong nasakop na Pastor Apollo C. QUIBOLOY. Isipin mo dyan. Masya Allah. Isipin mo, isa itong malaking dawa.
states, whoever kills a mu'ahid or a non-combatant,
Yes.
innocent non-Muslims will not smell the scent of paradise. Bukhari.
Sahih Bukhari, which is, ang Sahih Bukhari po ay authentic hadith po yan. 100% authentic hadith ang Sahih Bukhari, mga brother and sisters.
The hadith says, whoever kills a mu'ahid, meaning a non-combatant, innocent non-Muslims, will not smell the scent of paradise.
O, isipin mo ang daming pinatay ngayon sa Palestine. O, so, dito yon papasok yun dito sa Sahih al-Bukhari na hadith.
Bukhari. And in the Quran says, there is no compulsion in religion. You cannot be forced to take religion or to believe in religion. The right way has become distinct from error. Surah Al-Baqarah, chapter 2, verse 256. In the Islamic law forbids aggressive warfare. The Quran says, but if the enemies incline towards peace, do you also incline towards peace and trust in God? For He is the one who hears and knows all things. Holy Quran, chapter 8, verse 61.
Subhanallah.
If your enemies are inclined toward peace, you have to also be inclined towards peace. They are making peace with you, be also at peace with them.
Tama.
According to the Sunni tradition, Abu Bakr al-Siddiq, the first caliph, gave these instructions to his armies, and I quote, I instruct you in 10 matters, he said.
Tama, yan.
Do not kill women, children, the old, or the infirm. Do not cut down fruit-bearing trees. Do not destroy any town. Malik Muwata, Kitab al-Jihad.
Tama. At yan yung sinabi ng mahal na Propeta Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam nung siya ay nabubuhay pa sa kanyang mga kumpanyan sa mga Sahaba.
Peace be unto him. Counsel doing good to those who harm you, and is said to have commanded, and I quote, this is from Prophet Muhammad,
Sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
be people without minds of your own, saying, if others treat you well, you will treat them well.
Yes.
And that if they do wrong to you, and if they do wrong you, will do wrong to them. Instead, accustom yourselves to do good. If people do good, and not to do wrong, even if they do evil.
Yes.
Al-Timidhi.
Termidi.
The Quran, the Holy Quran, demands of believers that they
Subhanallah.
exercise justice towards people, even where they have reason to be angry with them. And do not let the hatred of a people prevent you from being just. Be just, that is nearer to righteousness. The Holy Quran, chapter 5, verse 8.
Masyaallah. Subhanallah, ano? And dahil kay Senator Robin Padilla, nakarating yung dawa ng Islam, ang dawa para sa mga kapatiran natin na mga non-Muslim. Tulad nito ni Pastor Apollo C. QUIBOLOY. Marami kasing nasakupan ito at subhanallah. Dahil sa pagpapabasa ni Senator Robin Padilla, Brother Abdul Aziz, ito'y binasa ni Pastor QUIBOLOY at ito na nga. Subhanallah.
I studied the Quran very well. I respect our Muslim brothers as I respect the Jew, because they are both our brothers also, because we are also children of Abraham by faith, not by biological descendancy, but we are also children of Abraham by faith.
Tama naman, ang galing ng yung lahi natin. Yung henerasyon natin ngayon, galing kay Propeta Abraham,
We are all
Ibrahim,
brothers and
alayhi
sisters.
salam.
There is no time for us to hate. The world is just our staging point for the eternal life to come, because each one of us will be assigned a planet. There's so many planets up above, and one is called planet Earth. And this is the staging point in the hereafter, because we will not stay here forever.
Tingnan mo ha.
And if you have proven yourself to be righteous
Ang daming mga nasakupan ni Pastor QUIBOLOY.
then
Yun ay nakikinig
you will go
kung
to
ano
heaven.
ang sinasabi
That
niya
is the
nakalaman sa
heavenly
Quran.
Muslims heaven.
Isa itong
You will
dawa.
go to the
Isang dawa na karating sa
heaven of the
kanila.
New Jerusalem.
Dawa ito, dawa.
The this is a staging point for that. So what will you be in the hereafter depends on how you conduct yourselves here. And you know, in my study, violence has no place in Islam.
Yes.
Violence has no place in Islam.
True. Violence has no place in Islam. Is the followers in Islam not allowed, forbidden for any violence.
This is the reminder of the Quran, and I quote, "We made a covenant with you that you shall not shed your blood, nor shall you evict each other from your homes. You agreed and bore witness." Holy Quran, chapter 2, verse 84. The traits of the believers are reflected not in violence as understood from these verses. They, and I quote, "They avoid gross sins and vice, and when angered, they forgive. They respond to their Lord by observing prayers or salat. Their affairs are decided after due consultations among themselves, and from our provisions to them, they give to charity. When gross injustice befalls them, they stand up for their rights. Although the just requital for an injustice is an equivalent retribution. Those who pardon and maintain righteousness are rewarded by God. He does love the unjust. He does not love the unjust." Certainly, those who stand up for their rights when injustice befalls them are not committing any error. The wrong ones are those who treat the people unjustly and resort to aggression without provocation. These have incurred a painful retribution. Resorting to patience and forgiveness reflects a true strength of character. In the Holy Quran, chapter 42, verses 37 to 43.
Puro Quran yung
Innocent
binabasa
people
niya.
are victims of violence.
Subhanallah.
Killing innocent people is prohibited and condemned. Holy Quran, chapter 17, verse 33,
Tama.
chapter
Totoo yun,
6,
totoo.
verse 151, and chapter 25, verse 68. One such verse states, and I quote, "You shall not kill any person, for God has made life sacred, except in the course of justice."
Yes.
If one is killed unjustly, when we give his heir authority to enforce justice, thus he shall not exceed the limits in avenging the murder. He will be helped. Quran, Holy Quran, chapter 17, verse 33. Suicide bombing, which is part of violence, is also prohibited,
Yes.
as understood from this verse.
Tama.
And I
Totoo yan, totoo.
O you who believe, do not consume each other's properties illicitly.
Yes.
Only mutually acceptable transactions are permitted.
Yes.
You shall not kill yourself.
Yes.
God is merciful towards you.
Tama.
Holy Quran, chapter 4,
Mashallah,
verse
subhanallah.
29. Suicide bombing is not permitted.
Kasi parang
You
nagdiktik ka rin
shall
yan.
not kill
Nakapag-damage
yourself.
ka.
Grossness of murder can be understood from this verse, and I quote, "Because of this, we decreed for the children of Israel that anyone who murders any person who had not committed murder or horrendous crimes, it shall be as if he murdered all the people.
Tama.
And
Totoo
anyone
yan.
who spares a life, it shall be as if he spared the lives of all the people.
Yes.
Our messengers went to them with clear proofs and revelations, but most of them, after all this, are still transgressing." Holy Quran, chapter 5, verse 32.
Subhanallah, brother and sister sa Islam. Nakakatuwa lang dati itong si Pastor Apollo si QUIBOLOY, ito, natatawa na ako sa mga video nito, lalo na yung lindol, pina-stop niya yung lindol. Pero ngayon, masaya ako at umabot sa kanya yung kung anong napaloob sa Quran at na umabot sa umabot sa pandinig ng mga nasasakupan ni Apollo C. QUIBOLOY ni Pastor. Alhamdulillah, subhanallah, naway gabayan lahat ng naabutan ng salita ng Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala na nasa Quran. Inshallah, na sana gabayan at ang daming nasasakupan ni Pastor Apollo C. QUIBOLOY. Yun lamang po at nagre-react lang na gumawa lang ako ng reaction kasi natutuwa lang ako sa video na to. Kayo, anong masasabi nyo dyan sa video na to? Alhamdulillah, subhanallah, dahil kay Senator Robin Padilla, umabot kay Pastor Apollo C. QUIBOLOY at sa kanyang nasasakupan ang Quran. Alhamdulillah, subhanallah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.